Sabaha everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at a ruggedized power bank. It's IP67 rated. It has over 20,000 milliamp power built into it to charge up 2 devices at once. Let's go ahead and check out the OUTXE. The model number is PCP-B2100. That's 20,100 milliamps available power on this power bank to be able to charge up your devices. The model name is OUTXE. I'm assuming it's Outdoor Extreme Edition. Could be wrong, but it has little lightnings making it look like mountains. Power, just ruggedized. Same thing on the bottom. And here we just have 4 things. It says bright LED light with common flash and SOS lighting modes, multi-circuit protection for not overcharging your devices, as well as IP67 waterproof, dustproof, and shockproof. So you should be able to even drop this and not have to worry about it. Huge capacity as far as the battery, and as I mentioned, is 20,100. You get the battery itself. It's already enclosed. Everything is in there, and we have an instruction manual just explaining to us a couple of things. We have 4 LED indicators here with the power button, so that tells us that we have a full charge. I did charge it out of the box. It came in with only 3 lights, and I charged it to full power just to make sure we have a full juice power here. The other thing, we have just a micro USB to USB Type A connector, so no USB Type C cables, but that's not a problem. You'll see here that it's very well built, very ruggedized. The rubberized, it's hard rubberized, and we have a red and black tone. The main thing that we want to make sure here is that we have output. So output 1, this should be at 2.4 amp. Output 2 will be at 1.5 amp, and the input, you can go as high as 5 volts at 2 amps to charge up this unit. And then at the bottom we have nothing else here, and here we get into the top section. We have the flashlight slash LED. We'll be able to use it to turn on for regular flashlight or SOS. And then now we have this little clamp mechanism that helps us protect the ports. This is how it gets its water rating for IP67. To be able to open them up, you just need to push these 2 in, and that gets you to open it up. 2 fingers, and here we are. You'll see there's a gasket there, and then we have the 2 ports, as I mentioned. The charging port is in the middle, charging and then charging. And I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, sorry, this is 1, this is 2. So this is 2.4, this is at 1.5 amps. I'm assuming we'll test those guys out before we do the water test that I wanted to show you guys. So I'm going to be using my trusted Transmart charging. Well, it's basically just a way of me be able to measure the power that's coming out of this. I'm going to power this on. You'll see it gives a 5 volts right out of the box. Now you'll see it's sitting at 78%. Now it's only outputting at 1 amp on this port, and I'm assuming that's because of the requirement of the device. It's over 75%, so the charging will go lower. Let's go on the other charging port, 5 volts at about the same, about 1 amp. And again, whenever your devices are over 75%, unfortunately the device stops asking for 100% juice, so you don't get that full power that you are expecting from your device. So I went ahead and plugged in my iPad, and I'm connected it to 2.4 amps, and we noticed that it did jump to 1.76, 1.6, and that's because my tablet, or the iPad, is requesting more juice. So it is able to adapt up to 2.4 amps depending on the requirement. If your device is empty, it will jump up at the higher rate, and as it gets full, it'll jump down lower. And that's part of the circuitry that's built in here to protect your devices so you don't overcharge them or damage your devices by using this type of technology. We went ahead and tested the power charging on this. It's on. I'm going to put in the actual clip itself, and they recommend you doing it in an angled way. So you put in one side first, then you're using your nails and you putting in the other one and put it in. You need to make sure that it's all the way in. So we have the connector. It's definitely no chance of it coming out. And I have this bowl full of water. I'm going to put it in water just to kind of test it out and make sure that there is no leakage, no issues, and I'm going to power it back on and see if I can charge up my device. It's been about 2 minutes now that I left it in the water, and one thing I want to mention to you guys, I don't know if you noticed it, but there is no bubbles that came up, so no air went in, nothing came in. It's pretty well sealed, and I'm just going to be able to take it out of the water. It definitely is water resistant. I did take it out of the water. I'm just going to open it up here. Now, there is some water that did come into the port, and I just want to make sure that it is cleaned. It didn't go all the way in, and I think it's probably because I didn't close the port correctly. Some of the water that did come here a little bit did not actually get into it. It was sitting just on the side, as the port on the bottom end of the port here had some water sitting on it. So make sure you maybe shake it down on the ground whenever you do that. I'll go ahead and plug in my device back in. This is the iPad, just to make sure that we still have running power, and in old-fashioned still 4.7 almost 5 volts and 1.61 volt charging out. everything still works pretty good. As you guys saw, the OUTXE is really meant to perform outdoors. It'll work like a regular power bank that you usually use. It has over 20,000 milliamp hours available to charge up your devices over and over and over. It charges via micro USB, charges out via USB Type A, so you can connect to USB Type C or micro USB connectors. It'll even charge up iOS devices, and depending on which one you connect to, you'll get different rates. The output one, as I mentioned to you before, is 2.4 amps, and the output one is at 1.5 or 1.4 amps. So the fast charging definitely will be on output one if you want to charge up your tablets, your iPhones, your Android devices. Unfortunately, no quick charge on this. I would have loved to see that. Definitely a very nice design. I like the red on black on this. And the clap on the front, on the top, you have to make sure that it's really sealed correctly before you even attempt to try to get it into any type of water situations. And if you are going to use it again, make sure you dry it out before you even try to connect things, as water is not your friend on the inside. Now, this will take a tumble. It is dust resistant, and it does have a flashlight for emergencies, for a regular flashlight as well as SOS. So very, very nice. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We've seen a lot of power banks on the market now that do many things, but one of the things that they don't do is the ability to handle the outdoors whenever you're going out camping, out to the beach, anywhere, or even a splash of water. You don't want to worry about if you dropped it in the water, can you just go down and get it and everything is fine. As long as the cover is done, you're good. If it's open, that's something outside of my review, but hopefully it should be fine if you let it dry. But again, don't take my word on that part. Make sure it's sealed, try it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much for the support with the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.